Check out the tail of the tape. A big one here at 145. These guys need to stay on the list.
Tail of the tape here, very simple. 18-6 for Henry Corrales, 16-2 for Vladyslav Parubchenko. This is a big-time matchup for both fighters. They both need a win here tonight.
A night that will end with the final two standing in the light heavyweight Grand Prix begins, as always, with Michael C. Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Footprint Center here, downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Tonight live on Showtime, we get started here at Bellator 268 with 3 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing the blue corner at 5'7", weighing in 145.4 pounds. His professional record, 16 wins, just 2 losses, from Kiev, Ukraine, presenting Vladyslav Parubchenko. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the red corner at 5'8", weighing in 145.6 pounds. As a professional, 18 victories, 6 defeats. By way of La Mirada, California, he fights out of Phoenix, Arizona, Henry Corrales. And in our rings, the referee in charge, Mike Beltran.
All right, gentlemen, first round. Ready to fight? Ready to fight? Let's go.
Henry Corrales has fought some of the best in Bellator. He has beaten some of the best in Bellator. He's only been stopped 3 times in 24 pro fights. Those were all by elite fighters.
Yeah, you think of his first 3 fights here in Bellator were against killers and Daniel Strauss, Patricio Pitbull, and then Emmanuel Sanchez. They did him no favors, but this is what cannot have happen, is have someone control him on the ground. He's got to get himself back to his feet, back to doing what he does best, break those hands apart, let his hands fly.
He's done the first. Parubchenko, as you referenced, the nasal surgeries, and when he talked about it, when we talked to him the other day about them, I couldn't help flashback, and I'm always giving you grief about every time I talk about MMA history, it was a fight you did. But I couldn't help flashback to the Robbie Lawler-Rory McDonald fight, where you were looking at as the damage was growing, and you were realizing as that was going on, that was life-altering potential damage. And this is a guy, Parubchenko, who's missed a couple of years because of that.
And career altering. Beautiful switch by Henry Corrales, but his foot is in a position for Parubchenko to take advantage of it. Okay, he let go of the leg lock because it was there for him. So nice job by Henry Corrales to get himself back to his feet. But you're right, sometimes you'll have those injuries that occur that change your career. Look at that nose job that happened in that Lawler-McDonald fight. It ended up changing his career because he kept on getting damaged every time he got hit in the nose. And so we're going to see if Henry Corrales puts those heavy hands in the middle of Parubchenko's face and hurts that nose, how's he going to react?
This is just his 4th fight, Parubchenko, in the last 5.5 years. Getting off to just an amazing start. Extraordinary pride in his Ukrainian heritage. Most of the history is in boxing. Parubchenko and Klitschko's.
Well, the guy that got him started in MMA is a guy that's pretty good himself, and our welterweight champion, Yaroslav Amosov, undefeated at 26-0. That's the guy that got this man started.
There he is.
Amosov in his corner.
Undefeated world champion.
Nice uppercut.
Yeah, that uppercut got in.
This is what Henry Corrales needs to do in that clinch position. When they try to grab his head, start throwing uppercuts. Throw those hands, make them pay.
We were talking to Amosov the other day as he sort of crashed our pre-fight conversation with Parubchenko, doing a little translating. Part of that new breed of Russian athlete Well, that's a good left. Stunned Henry Corrales and allowed Parubchenko to get this position.
Yeah, you see how that kind of froze him just for that instance that allowed him to close that distance, get in, get his hands around him. Now he's up against the cage.
Corrales is an LA kid, but he's been in Phoenix for the last couple of years. Loves living here in Arizona. Now has a crowd, as you hear, behind him. It's always interesting in MMA. Some guys talk about how they feel it and they thrive off it, and there's other guys who say they don't notice a thing once the door closes.
That is true, and everybody's different. Beautiful left hand.
He walked into it.
Yep. This is the Henry Corrales you want to see. Maintain the center of the cage, keep your back off of that fence line, and just land the shots. Let your hands fly when he comes in the ring.
First round started well for Parubchenko, but Corrales has come back strong. We got a taste as we were coming on the air of what it is going to be like when Ryan Bader walks out and Ben Henderson in this building.
Yeah, there's a little bit of favoritism.
Just a smidge. Probably not, I don't know, on the scale of next week.
Big right hand.
Bader walks out in Moscow.
Yeah. Big right hand by Corrales there.
This has been a really strong 2 minutes for Henry Corrales.
Over here! 15 seconds!
So many stories of guys going to California. Henry Corrales really happy since he came here. Parubchenko trying to stick the uppercut into the bill. Very tough, tight first round. So something we have not seen a lot of tonight. Round two. You were with us on our prelims. So some really impressive performances and some quick finishes. And really got the crowd going. You know that Yaroslav Amosov was watching the MVP Douglas Lima fight 2 weeks ago.
Here's that right hand, watch. Left hand. It really did not end up being where it stunned him. It just caused him to be off balance. He was trying to hold his balance. Not that he got hurt, but a beautiful job by Parubchenko to put him down. Comes with the uppercuts. That's the Henry Corrales coming back with shots. That's where he does his best work. A lot went on in that round, and the thing you're looking at is who do you think landed the cleaner shots overall? There was some control by Parubchenko as far as the positioning, but control only goes if everything else is completely even, and I don't think it was.
Very close round to Corrales?
Very close round. That was a little strange thing. I don't know if Parubchenko hurt his ankle, but you saw that little twist.
That was a hitch.
Nope. Nice straight right hand to the body.
Question at 145, A.J. McKee now the pound-for-pound king in Bellator. Patricio Pitbull telegraphing his next move by giving up the lightweight world title. We know what is on his mind. So many top prospects. We haven't seen Mads Brunel yet. You and I have seen Adam Boritz just starch some dudes.
Adam Boritz, very explosive. Mads Brunel, one of the best submission fighters out there right now in the featherweight division. He's fantastic.
And this could be height, this could be overstating it, but there are times you get the feeling that everybody is on the clock until Aaron Pico puts it all together.
Yeah, you know, Henry Corrales is one of the guys that beat Aaron Pico. When Aaron Pico landed a big shot against Henry, put him on his butt, and then came in for the finish, and it was that dog fight that he got into, you know, basically a collar tie and one free hand, and they started punching, and it was Henry Corrales that ended that fight with a big knockout.
Corrales catches the leg kick, trying to work from there.
Nice roll through by Parubchenko. tried to Grammy roll out of that. Still in a position. And this is what, when you're Henry Corrales, yeah, you can be in that position, but you don't care about keeping it, so let me land something when I decide to break away. So you just saw a 4-punch combination, nothing landed.
Not even close. Go telegraphs the shot. Corrales looks more in control now than he did the first couple minutes.
He's starting to feel a little bit better about this. Parubchenko's starting to have a little bit more trouble with the takedowns.
Little bit closer, press. Little bit closer. Halfway, Henry, halfway. 2.5 to go, Henry.
Fingers, watch your fingers.
Jones, up.
Parubchenko going for the leg. Look for a better position along the fence.
Nice job by Henry Corrales to stop that. Good job of framing out. Push that head back. Makes Parubchenko weak. Nice job of attempting the punch on it, but it hit the shoulder.
Run your hands, Henry. I want you to press. Don't take a punch. There you go. Back him up.
Parubchenko's not moving right, John.
No,
There's something with that front foot.
and I also think that his mouthpiece is over there on the side.
That's the other thing. We were trying to see it from where we were. I didn't want to say it until we were sure. But remember, now you got discretion with the referee. Explain to everybody what the rules are. When the mouthpiece coming.
Maybe it's not his because I see a mouthpiece in his mouth.
Yeah, I agree.
Now we got a top. Now we go.
Whatever it is, referee Mike Beltran is stepping right on it.
1 minute.
He's handling his business.
That's it. Henry Corrales is really starting to take control of this fight. He's feeling better. You're seeing the exchanges, and he's looking for the big shot on the counters. Parubchenko is having more trouble in closing the distance, and he's eating those shots.
Parubchenko is fighting Henry Corrales' fight. There's no question about that.
A little bit of clash of heads right there. So watch what's happening right here. Parubchenko, he closes it, he gets the clinch, but he eats a knee, and then one little shot off of it, he doesn't land anything, and that's what's causing the problems. He's not getting anything for taking that chance of coming in. That's what Parubchenko is doing.
What's about Parubchenko's credentials? 3-time combat sambo world champion. He has not been able to get this fight where he wants. I wonder, there's been a couple of times in this fight he has moved gingerly. Henry Corrales landed a couple of kicks on that front leg early in the fight.
He can barely stand on that leg. Press.
That round, I thought the first round was pretty close. The second round wasn't as close.
No, the first round you could look and it can go either way, actually. You know, I can see where a judge, based upon where they're sitting, would say that Parubchenko got that. So both guys should be looking towards, I need to win this round to win the fight. Nice left hand by Parubchenko, landed high on the forehead of Corrales.
Corrales stayed patient, even in the fights he lost, the ones we talked about earlier, the profile fights. He really had his moments. He got caught by Patricio Pitbull in that guillotine. You get anyone who's ever been, I've heard stories of guys who've been caught in Patricio Pitbull's guillotine. I feel like they're lucky to be able to tell the story at all.
Well, let's talk about the Emmanuel Sanchez fight because he ate a knee in the first round of that fight that knocked 5 of his teeth out. And to this day, every fight that he goes to, he gets those teeth removed because he feels like they affect him in the fight. It feels weird when he gets hit. He has his teeth actually taken out and then put back in after the fight.
How we doing? You good? You okay? You okay? Yes? Okay. Watch your fingers, okay? Watch your fingers. Touch gloves. Fight! Let's
What
go!
percentage of time would you say fighters say, I'm okay, before they're really ready to go?
About 99.
About what I figured.
Uppercut, Henry! Let's hook on uppercut!
Давай, включайся! И повторно, потом новую идет!
That was left was set up in the second round. He had been waiting for that shot.
Parubchenko got hit with 3 shots. That third one putting him on his butt.
Well, Corrales had been setting that up for the first 2+ rounds in this fight.
Trying to land the power of that right hand now. He just needs to continue to look at it, just keep touching him. Don't go after the big shot. That moment is past. Let it fly. Just keep touching your opponent.
It's also the danger of the crowd. You get caught up in that too.
Definitely can. You can see there's a big difference in what's landing now as far as the number, percentage-wise, it's kind of close to a point, but it's the power of what Corrales has landed compared to the power of what Vladyslav has landed.
It's been a great veteran performance by Henry Corrales. See, he has hit that ankle. He hit it very early in the fight. Parubchenko is not moving normally from the late first round on. He is walking into shots now.
This is the Henry Corrales you want to see. This is the Henry that's letting those hands go. He's not holding back, not waiting for that perfect one shot. He's just landing multiples, and the volume is starting to build.
This is the Henry Corrales that won 5 in a row. That was knocking on the door at 145.
How quick things can change in this sport.
No question. Desperation shot by Parubchenko. He has been game. He has taken big shots. He's still on his feet. He's obviously hurt. This has turned into a one-sided fight over the last 8 or 9 minutes.
That's the type of action you don't want to get into that dogfight with Henry Corrales. He's just outstanding at landing those shots when both guys start winging. Nice shot to the body, left hand.
Parubchenko taking big shots. He's only been finished once in 17 professional fights, and you can see why.
See him trying to switch stance. That perennial nerve going down that leg. His foot is not reacting the way it's supposed to.
As a result, this has turned into target practice for Henry Corrales as the fight has gone deeper.
Oh, good left hand.
Fighting in his adopted home, Henry Corrales is back in more ways than one. Keeping your DVR as busy as Henry Corrales was, particularly in the final 2 rounds of that fight. It does go the distance, and Michael C. Williams has the result.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the decision, we'll go now to your 3 judges at Kingside. All 3 judges, Eric Curcio, Ron McCarthy, Brian Miner, all seem exactly the same at 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Henry Corrales.
You see the price he paid to have the fight in the center of the cage with Slava Parubchenko, but Henry Corrales is back in the winner's circle, and he's back with John McCarthy.
I'm here with your winner, Henry Corrales. Henry, you came into this cage. You decided from the beginning, I'm going to stand in the center of this. I'm going to make him come to me, and I'm going to make him pay every time he tries. How are you feeling after that spectacular win?
Yeah, it was a fun fight. You know, you win some, you lose some, and I don't got much to say about the fight. You know, I'm just ready to move forward, see who's next, and I just want to thank all my friends and family here in Phoenix, AZ. Fuck, this is glorious. I love you guys.
Being able to come here and fight in front of your fans, family, guys coming from California to watch you, what does that mean to you when you're in this cage? Can you hear them?
Yeah, I could hear them. I love them very much. You know, I just want to see my people happy, and I'm glad I could bring a smile to their face with blood, sweat, and tears here.
Let's talk about the third round, because I had thought you had won the first and second, but the first was close. You started dominating more in the second. The third, the power really started to make a difference, and you started landing big shots. You put him down.
I wanted to fight like that right off the bat, you know, but it took me a minute to get this started, and yeah, it worked out.
It did work out. Coming back up from 135 to 145, you feeling better at this weight?
Yeah, I feel great at 145. You know, I got the thought of going to 135, and you know, sometimes you got to fuck around and find out, and didn't work out for me, and here we are back at 145.
Well, you look good there. How about that, Phoenix? What do you think? Give it up for Henry.